The dust of 100 years settled in my lungs with each breath. They called me the House Whisperer. Evan Gray, the guy who could make any old wreck feel new again. But the Blackwood house, it didn't want to be reborn. It wanted to be left alone. The job started like any other, peeling back layers of faded wallpaper, prying up rotten floorboards. But then the whispers started, faint at first, like the wind through a keyhole. I dismissed it as old house noises. A logical explanation for everything, right? That was my mantra. Then I saw him. The figure, standing in the doorway of the master bedroom. His skin was like pale wax, his clothes from another century. His eyes, they were wide, dark pools that never blinked. He just watched. I'd turn away for a second, my heart hammering, and when I looked back, he'd be gone. My logical mind screamed, trick of the light, but my gut screamed, run. The shadows in the house began to play tricks on me. One evening, while working late in the dining room, I caught a reflection in an old, tarnished mirror propped against the wall. Behind my own tired image, a dark, humanoid shape detached itself from the gloom. It wasn't my shadow. It moved independently, a deeper black against the fading light, a void in the shape of a man. It raised a hand, and in the reflection, it seemed to reach for my shoulder. I spun around, crowbar in hand. Nothing. Just an empty, silent room. Days blurred into a sleepless haze. The whispers grew louder, clearer. Words I couldn't understand, but the intent was unmistakable. Get out. The figure appeared more often, no longer just in doorways, but at the end of halls, staring up from the bottom of the stairs. The shadow in the mirror grew bolder, its form becoming more defined, its movements more menacing. It wasn't just reflecting the darkness anymore. It was the source of it. I tried to keep working, tried to cling to logic, but the house was fighting me. Tools would vanish only to reappear in impossible places. A hammer I'd set on a workbench would be found in the attic. Doors I'd just locked would creak open. The cold spots weren't just drafts. They were pockets of absolute, soul-freezing iciness. The last straw was the nursery. The wallpaper was peeling, revealing faded paintings of circus animals. In the center of the room was a single rocking horse. I was sanding the window frame when it started to move. A slow, rhythmic creak. Back and forth, back and forth. I froze, my blood turning to ice. The figure was standing in the doorway, watching. And in the window's reflection, the shadow loomed right behind me. That's when I finally listened. I dropped my tools, walked out, and never looked back. Some houses aren't meant to be saved. They're tombs. And the dead don't appreciate being disturbed. Thanks for tuning in for this chilling tale. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more dives into the darkness. Until next time, stay safe.